I think focus is one of the most underutilized assets that humans have available to them, and mainly because we live in a world full of distractions, and we all have entertainment at our fingertips now thanks to smartphones and computers. And only 20 years ago we didn't have access to this, so it's really all shifted in a short amount of time. And I think that's why we're having a real big peak in people being diagnosed with ADHD and attention disorders, because they probably can focus when they need to, but because they have so much at their fingertips, they have unlimited music, video games, videos, films, TV shows, that there's just so much distraction available to them that was never available to humans ever before, that it's just hard for them to reject it and keep it away from them. So focus has become an asset that not many people are able to utilize anymore, which makes it even more valuable, which is a good thing for the people who can do it, because if you're able to focus, you're able to complete any work you're focused on in a shorter amount of time. You probably complete it to a higher standard than someone who's distracted at the same time. And it's pretty simple. You just find your most important task for the day, focus on it, don't bother with any outside distractions, put your phone away, don't go on any websites that will just distract you from your task at hand. Try not to chat to people while you're doing it, and I guarantee that you'll complete that work very quickly and in a comprehensive manner. Like I said before, I'm an accountant, so a lot of the stuff I do is it just needs me to lock in and get it done. And sometimes I fall victim where I just want to put a podcast on because I'm bored. Because our brains, when we get put into tasks that are complicated and it requires some brain power, for some reason, something in our brain tells us to just not do it. It's the art of procrastination, where it doesn't want to do something hard, so it tells us to go and distract ourselves, put a YouTube video on, etc. And being able to reject that is one of the key battles that most people will have on a day-to-day basis. And it's just being able to constantly win against that. I'm still struggling with it because, like I say, I like to put on a podcast when I'm working and stuff, and it does distract you, there's no doubt about it. I do try and keep periods where I have no distractions, throw my phone away, no YouTube, and just crack on with work. And I know I work better when I do that, but for some reason my brain doesn't want to let me constantly do that. And I'm sure a lot of people have that same battle. And the most clear example that I've faced in real life with that is, sounds a bit cliche, because I was playing chess on my phone a couple of years ago, and I was really getting into it, and I was playing some games. And chess, obviously, no music, it's not flashy, it's just a board game, moving pieces, and it requires a lot of concentration, because all chess is not making mistakes and then utilizing someone else's mistakes. So I was playing chess and I was getting a little bit bored, so I just popped on like a YouTube video or something while I was playing, and I played up 3 games in a row and lost all of them and was making stupid mistakes. And I was like, why am I bothering playing if I've got a YouTube video on? I should just do one or the other. So I turned off the YouTube video, and lo and behold, I was able to win a game of chess and not make as many mistakes. And it sounds stupid, but it's as simple as that. And that was just a clear example for me, because when you're working, you might not notice how inefficiently you're working if you're distracted, because it's harder to track. But when I'm playing a game of chess, you make them mistakes, you know as soon as you made the mistake, you're like, oh, why did I do that? You lose the game. It's very clear feedback. So yeah, I think just being able to set aside some time every day in your life, because this doesn't just relate to job work, even stuff around like tasks around the house, getting stuff done. Um, if if I don't like painting the walls, is like a nemesis of mine because I always put it off, and then we got push came to shove for us because we had a party coming up and we just had to do it, and I just cracked on with it, did it way quicker than I thought it would take. So a lot of the time it is just this mental friction that doesn't want you to do the thing that you need to do, and you just need to overcome that. It's hard to realize if if you're not noticing it yourself, but just yeah, you just gotta be conscious of whether you're wasting time. The amount of time I've noticed myself at work just being like, I've barely done anything in the last hour or so, and then crack on, get way more work done than I did before while I was distracted, and then it's happy days because you're way more efficient and you just have more time to yourself that's not being wasted, and you can actually say you've done this with that period of time. So it's a simple concept, and this one came about from me reading a book called Deep Work by Cal Newport, which is literally just being able to focus and not be distracted. And it's a simple concept, but I think it's very underutilized by most people. And if you are able to focus, do one thing at a time, and not be distracted, I think you'll get very far ahead of most people. And that's pretty much all I have to say on that one. So please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to see some more. I'm basically just making these videos as and when some good thoughts come to my head. I should have a few backed up because I've only just started, but we'll see how it goes. Leave some comments if you have some thoughts, and if you might argue with something that I'm saying, I'd love to see other points of view on these concepts. But thank you for watching, guys. Take care.